All right, now there are a ton of things in my life that I have no intentions of doing. One of those things is climbing a mountain. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like a death sentence. Like climbing a 4,000 foot tall mountain, snowy ice caps, you're freezing to death. You can't stop and rest because you're going to get caught up in the snowstorm. Hell no, I'd rather just stay at home and I don't know, play video games or watch a show or something. I don't know. But yeah, today I found a video called The Deadliest Mountains in the World. This is by my boy Good Enough. I love this guy's content. He's hilarious. It's been a while since I've checked out one of his videos. So yeah, we're back. And yeah, this is a new video. It's been out for an entire year. In fact, he doesn't post that much. He hasn't posted in a month. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop wasting time. Let's check it out. I'm gonna leave this video down below. Go check out my main channel and my gaming channel. And thank you guys for joining the Discord. I'm getting a lot more members on there as well. So yeah, join Discord. All links and socials are below. And yeah, let's check out the video.
Let's start with the deadly and slowly work our way towards the ones that are pretty much a death sentence. Number 5, Mount Everest. Well, I bet you didn't expect to see this one at the top of the list. Mount Everest is one of...
Isn't there people frozen at the top? Also, I keep getting comments of people like, what are you adding to the video? You're not even talking. And then I get people that complain that I talk too much. It's like, damn, what do I do? So I try not to talk a lot, you know. When I stream, I talk way too much, but yeah, anyway, I know there's people that are like dead on top of Mount Everest, like frozen in time. It's crazy.
Deadliest mountains on Earth, claiming the lives of over 340 people. Now, if climbing Everest is on your bucket list, you might as well delete it now. Not because you lack the discipline or the endurance.
My bucket list: climb Mount Everest, master the harmonica, swim with otters, go to New York, try In-N-Out. Trying In-N-Out is on your to-do list.
Is on your bucket.
Jesus
Claiming
Christ.
the lives of over
340 people is a lot of people, though. I mean, that's a lot of people to... I mean, what did the 339th person that died... I mean, the 340th person, did they not see how many people it's killed before? And they just be like, okay, well, I know it's killed 339 people, but I'm going to go for it anyway. And then they die. I guess 340 is enough for people to stop dying on Mount Everest.
140 people. Now, if climbing Everest is on your bucket list, you might as well delete it now. Not because you lack the discipline or the endurance, even though both are true, but because the mountain is exclusively for the rich. Since climbing the mountain will cost you anywhere from $30,000 to $160,000.
Just to climb a mountain, just to say, oh, I climbed Mount Everest and nearly died. It's not that worth it. I'd rather buy like a new car or something.
Now, of course, everyone who makes it back...
Or a house. I mean, I don't think that's enough to buy a house. Maybe rent an apartment. That's a 1 month rent. There you go.
$160,000. Now, of course, everyone who makes it back alive says that the high price tag is worth it, since it pretty much guarantees that you will always have something to talk about at cocktail parties. The cheaper packages will get you a Sherpa that has maybe made the climb once or twice in his life, while the more expensive packages will get you a Sherpa that has been making the climb since he could walk, and is strong enough to hike you out on his back if it comes down to it. But let's talk about what makes Mount Everest so deadly, starting with the dangers that you will encounter the moment you arrive. You can fall off the mountain, fall through the mountain, become the mountain, and the all-time classic, the mountain falls on you. If you're lucky enough to make it to the
I knew a joke was coming.
first base camp, well, you better get comfortable, since you will be spending the next 2 to 3 months there. And with no Wi-Fi or electronics, you will be going life and death with boredom, as your body slowly acclimatizes to the altitude change, a necessary step to lower your odds of getting altitude sickness. But after a couple of months, it's finally time to begin your journey, as you work your way from Camp 1 to Camp 2, 3, and finally...
Yeah, you got to be rich to enjoy stuff like this. You have way too much time on your hands. Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 months in Mount Everest. Like, Jesus Christ.
You will face an entirely different set of dangers. You see, the entire time you've been worried about the mountain trying to kill you, but the thing that could end up taking you out is yourself. Since it's very common for climbers to develop cerebral edema, a condition where the brain swells due to low amounts of oxygen, which can quickly turn deadly. Then there's high altitude pulmonary edema, which is a condition where the blood vessels in the lungs constrict, leading to fluid buildup, and again, can quickly become a death sentence. But let's just say you're one of the lucky few who make it to Camp 4 perfectly healthy, which is great since you're gonna need that energy for the final push to the summit, which also happens to be the deadliest portion of the entire mountain, and is where the majority of deaths occur. And as you push your body to its absolute limit, you will struggle to catch your breath through your oxygen mask. Soon, your lungs begin to scream in
Isn't
agonizing
there better things to do with your money? Like go gamble. I mean, I'm not advocating for gambling. I think gambling's probably worse than doing this, but that was just a bad example. Go on a cruise, go buy like a fast car. Don't spend your money on going to Mount Everest. That's weird.
pain as they feel
Like you're just paying to almost die. Like
like they're on fire. With your legs,
your lungs feel like they're on
hips,
fire.
and back feeling like they will give out on you at any moment. But you just continue to tell yourself, one more step, knowing that all suffering must eventually come to an end. And what felt like an eternity later, you finally reach the moment you have dreamed of and worked so hard for. You have successfully made it to the back of the line, where you will have to wait for hours and hours to get what you came for. Which
You've officially made it to the back of the line.
the back of the line, where you will have to wait for hours and hours to get what you came for. Which of course was always a picture you could use for your social media profiles. Number 4, Kanchenjunga, the danger.
Couldn't you just climb a easier mountain? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, not to toot my own horn, but I am a master at the stair climber at the gym and like the incline treadmill. I don't really run on the treadmill that often. I go on jogs around my neighborhood. I'm more of a like incline person. I think I could climb a mountain, not Mount Everest, but a little punk mountain. I think I could climb a mountain. I'm really good at climbing. I can do an ungodly amount of steps on the step climber, or the step climber, the stairmaster. So I don't know, not to toot my own horn, but I think I could climb a mountain. Give me a like level 1 mountain, not Mount Everest.
quickly takes a massive jump from our last entry.
What's this one?
4, Kanchenjunga. The danger quickly takes a massive jump from our last entry. Located on the border of Nepal and India lies the 3rd tallest mountain on Earth, Kanchenjunga. The mountain has a hefty 21% fatality rate and has only been conquered by 312 people.
21%.
Now, you're probably wondering, why on earth would anyone choose to climb a smaller and way more dangerous mountain than Everest? Well, it's obvious, since in the very rare case that you meet someone who has climbed Everest, you'll be able to say, "Psh, that's it," and walk away. Now, before we talk about what makes this mountain so deadly, let's first cover all the benefits of choosing this mountain over Everest. It's cheaper. And now that we've covered all of the benefits, let's talk about all of the
cheaper
negatives and what makes
it's cheaper but more dangerous.
it incredibly deadly. Now, of course, you will be facing all of the dangers that come with climbing tall mountains, like avalanches, falls, brain swelling, blindness, and everything in between. But the dangers that are specific to this mountain are its truly challenging climbing sections that require actual skill. Unlike Everest, there are no ladders to help you cross over deep crevasses, so you either have to create new alternate routes or have previously competed in the long jump. There also aren't hundreds of climbers that you can follow to its peak, since you and your crew will more than likely be the only ones on the entire mountain. Now, at first, you might think this sounds like a benefit, since you won't have to deal with the long line at the peak. But think again. This also means that in an emergency, it would be highly unlikely that you would ever receive any outside help, thanks to the mountain's extremely remote location. But perhaps the most terrifying thing about this mountain is its severe weather changes that come without warning. Heavy rainfall, wind, and snow can show up
Imagine you're trying to climb a mountain and it's just like raining, pouring raining.
within minutes.
Have you guys ever been driving? Have you ever been driving in pouring raining, dude? I remember one time, this was an experience. One time, I was with my girlfriend. We were in a big city. It was pouring down raining, pouring down raining, and it hadn't rained the whole time we were on the way to this place we were going. It was pouring down raining. As soon as I got onto like the 5-lane highway with a million cars, it started pouring down raining. I swear to God, I could not see in front of me, but my ass was still driving. my girlfriend, which is, you know, the one that has a little bit more brains, um, was telling me to pull over, which I probably should have done now that I think about it. But you know, I'm all high and mighty. I'm like, oh, you think I'm a little bitch? You think I'm gonna pull over in this fucking hurricane we're in? All right, no. I kept driving. I don't know how I didn't crash into a car. I couldn't see in front of me. At the time, I had really shitty windshield wipers, so it was like, oh my god, I don't know how I made it out of that alive, man. That was an experience. Like, only thing I could see was the car in front of me's brake lights. That was what I was using to see. I couldn't see anything else. I had my phone propped up, looking at the you know, map or the directions, and I had nothing. It was insane. I couldn't even see if I was in the lane, but
and can quickly
yeah. Listen to your partners, guys. They're probably right in some
and
situations.
even if you're one of the lucky few who
especially when you're driving in a hurricane, they're definitely right.
reach the top of the mountain, you still wouldn't be allowed to step foot on its summit, since the mountain is considered sacred by the locals. Doing so would not only be extremely disrespectful, but would also guarantee you a solo descent to the bottom. Number 3, Nanga Parbat. Nanga Parbat, better known as the Killer Mountain, is located deep in the mountains of
I could climb that easily. Let's see. I would go up here. I would climb up there, and I would climb right to the top. That's easy.
Pakistan. It is the 9th highest mountain on Earth, with a whopping fatality rate of around 22%. Now, at first glance, the mountain looks pathetic, and even looks like a mountain you could climb with a good night's sleep.
That looks like work. So does that 22% fatality rate, does that mean you have a 22% chance of dying there? Is that what that means, or?
But boy, would you be wrong. The mountain has only been successfully summited by 261 people and has claimed the lives of 62, many of whose bodies remain on the mountain to this day. Some lay deep in crevasses, while others remain on the side of the trail.
Frozen
like on many
place.
of the tall mountains, removing and carrying the bodies down is just too dangerous, and they will more than likely remain on the mountain until we have the technology to bring them back to life.
Yo, this guy's animation style is hilarious.
Mountain until we have the technology to bring them back to life. But let's talk about what makes this mountain so deadly compared to the others on the list. Not only are you dealing with all the previous dangers that come with climbing tall mountains, but now you must face one of the most challenging and exhausting climbs on Earth. Here, all of the skills you have learned at your local indoor rock climbing gym will be tested, since the mountain is home to the Rupal Face, the deadliest and highest mountain face in the world. It spans over 15,000 feet, with an average slope of 50 degrees. But for hypothetical sake, let's just say you managed to make it up the face. Well, sorry to break it to you, but you would still have another 4 to 6 days of climbing before you reach the summit. And once you snap your little picture and the excitement and euphoria slowly wear off, you will come to the haunting realization that you still have 3 days of descending. Number 2.
3 days.
Again, we take another jump in danger. K2 is number 2.
I think I've heard about this.
K2.
I've heard about this place.
Again, we take another jump in danger. K2 is located in Pakistan and is the second highest mountain on Earth, only behind Mount Everest. There have only been 377 climbers who have reached its summit, with the mountain claiming the lives of
and it's killed 900 people.
96 climbers, giving it an enormous 26% fatality rate. But let's get right to it and talk about what makes this mountain so deadly and different from the rest of the 8,000 plus meter mountains. It all comes down to this terrifying section called the bottleneck. And if that doesn't sound scary enough, well, maybe the frozen mummies and skeletons around the site will make you reconsider. Now, of course, this would also be a great time to check your equipment before attempting the deadly section, since this is one of the rare opportunities where you will have the chance to upgrade your gear. To see just how
his body's like, oh, this guy had a nice pair of shoes. Just run his pockets. Oh, he had $2 on him. Nice.
Deadly this section can be.
Sure to use that when I get back down to earth.
An incident that occurred in 2008 when 11 climbers lost their lives in an instant due to an ice avalanche. But let's just say you're one of the lucky few who survived all of the dangers and worked your way past the bottleneck. Well, you would still have to climb another section called the Summit Peak, which is yet another challenging stretch that will push you to your physical limits. And if you're one of the very few people to get past this section, you will be rewarded with one of the most beautiful views in the world. But here's the thing. Just because you made it to the top of the mountain doesn't mean you're safe. Because the horrifying reality is that roughly 80% of deaths actually occur on the descent, when you are completely exhausted and...
Why don't they chill at the top for a while then? Or just like, I know, I was about to say, why can't a helicopter come get them? That's not possible. I'm sure, like the storms and stuff.
Number 1, Annapurna. Deep in Nepal's mountain range sits the deadliest mountain on Earth. The mountain is only the 10th highest mountain on the planet. Now, I know what you're thinking. The deadliest mountain on Earth.
Man, that mountain looks soft, man. I could climb that easily. Man. I already see a path. Go up here. Gotta climb these rocks. Go up there. 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 And I'm there, man.
Sounds like a complete pipsqueak. But don't let its height fool you. This challenge is exclusively for professional climbers. And even then, 1/3 of those professional climbers never make it back alive or at all. Annapurna has an enormous...
So you have your 1 in 3 chance to die.
32% fatality
32,
rate.
Jesus Christ. That's a 33, yeah, because I was about to say 100 divided by 3 is about 33%. So you got a 1 in 3% chance of dying there.
Been 365 people that have reached the summit, while 72 climbers have lost their lives in the attempt. But let's get right into it and talk about what makes this mountain the deadliest in the world. From the moment you begin your climb out of Camp 1, the mountain will try to kill you. With every step you take, you must remain laser focused, making sure to avoid the hundreds of cracks and gaps in the ice, which could easily take you on the most unexpected slip and slide. Now, if you make it to Camp 2, you will need some much deserved rest. Well, that's if you can even sleep, since avalanches hitting campsites are not uncommon from this point on, and occur at much higher rates than any of the other high mountains. But let's just say you're one of the lucky few who managed to get a good night's sleep and begin to make your way to Camp 3. From here on out, the odds of you running into a storm are very high, since hurricane-level winds, blizzards, and storms are very common and come without warning. And if by some miracle you reach Camp 3, you can rest easy knowing that you were completely surrounded by deep crevasses that don't seem to have an end. This is probably where I would just turn around, as it's starting to not seem worth it. But again, if you happen to make it through the night,
I wouldn't be in this situation anyway. I would just not climb a mountain at all.
Once more.
Nevertheless, climb the biggest one ever, or the scariest one ever.
Your way to the final camp, Camp 4, which will require you to climb a vertical wall of snow and ice. And the dangers of ice avalanches coming down on you and your team are very...
So you telling me you gotta hang from the side of a mountain with 2 little sticks poked in the mountain and climb like that while being swept away by wind? No, thank you.
Real.
I'd rather just gamble at that point.
That most climbers are pretty much guaranteed to see at least one. But if by some miracle and stroke of luck, all your hard work pays off,
how the hell are you going to get down?
And you reach the peak, you will finally be rewarded with one of the most beautiful views in the world. So much so that you can almost say the climb was worth it.
There's like no pictures taken up there. It's crazy. All right, fun video, man. I love this guy's content. I need to check more. Yeah, I love Good Enough, man. Love his channel. I wish he uploaded more. He doesn't upload like that consistently. Probably because it takes a long time to animate and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know if you guys plan on climbing any mountains, but if you do, just know that people have died on them. So yeah, don't let that discourage you though. Just try not to think about people dying when you ascend a mountain. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, go check out my other channels. This video will be linked in the description below. And until next time, peace.